everybody, welcome back or welcome to the channel. It's your boy Wicked T. Today we're doing the end of January 2025 vlog. Dusty just did his archaeology review a little while ago. So including this video, 8, 12, including this video, we'll have 16 out this month. Plus, I've been doing readings from a book, so that'll be about 4 extra readings, 4 extra videos. There's just little short ones, readings from this awesome book. So, got that, got those readings. As I said in a previous video, one of my lights is not working. I actually had to remove it because it was making such loud popping noises every time I tried to turn it on. I was really worried about it catching on fire. So, and to make it so I'm not so washed out, I changed the filter on the other light. So now it's a little orangey. So now I look more like Trump. And I can't believe it, because I don't like Trump, but I look more like him. But anyway, yeah. So this month has been pretty okay. After December being so good, this month was just not terrible, but not great. But I will put Dusty's archaeology review in here first, and then fix that. I'll put Dusty's archaeology in next, and then I'll come back and talk about things. So I'll see you in a minute. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dusty, and today we're here with another archaeology review for January 2025. And the first thing we have is historic police docket recovered in Wyoming. The Wyoming News Now reports that a 1904 police docket for the city of Casper, Wyoming was discovered in a thrift shop and returned to the Casper Police Department. The document records daily incidents and arrests. The crimes included in this document are reckless riding of a horse, keeping of a house of prostitution, frequenting a house of prostitution, and disturbing the peace. There's also crimes like drunken disorderly. The docket itself was returned to the Wyoming Police Department and will be put on display when they move to their new station. Now, as you can see, it's a leather-bound red book, and over here are the crimes and perpetrators and all that fun information. I found this one interesting because most police departments, I don't even think I've ever heard of them misplacing one of their dockets before. So that was interesting to find out that they found it at a thrift shop. But yeah, that was cool. Next we have ancient coins from Britain discovered in Dutch soil. The Guardian reports that a hoard of ancient coins was discovered by a pair of metal detectorists in the Netherlands, in an area where Roman troops returning from Britain may have landed. The coins were placed in a cloth and leather pouch and deposited in a shallow pit in a swampy area. The hoard was made up of 44 gold starters bearing the name of Celtic king Cunobeline, and who ruled southeastern Britain from 5 AD to 40 AD. I think that's supposed to be ACE, but people still use AD. I don't know why. It's not the standard anymore. The hoard also contains 360 Roman coins, including 72 gold auri, 288 silver denarii, dated to 200 BC to 47 AD. That's also supposed to be BCE. The latest coins bear the image of Roman Emperor Claudius. In all, the collection of coins is estimated to the total wages of a Roman soldier over a period of 11 years. The coins are thought to have been taken as spoils during the conquest of Britain between 43 and 47 ACE, and then perhaps distributed to Roman soldiers as a reward for a successful campaign known as a donativum. So yeah, this was a cool one too, because look at all the coins. There are a ton. Look at these guys. They're so cool. I have a small coin collection. It's not as awesome as this one, but I have a small one. It has some old English coins. I think I have a few of these guys here. Or I think I have one. I don't think it's silver though. I think it's something else. I think it might be lead. But next we have Roman military site uncovered in Bulgaria. According to Bulgarian National Radio reports, traces of Roman military site dated to the 1st century ACE were unearthed at the site of Almus, northwestern Bulgaria. Vladislav Zivakov of Bulgaria's National Archaeological Institute said that the site features a fortress wall surrounded by 3 moats. Later in the 1st century ACE, a barracks or stable building and a small room were reserved for officers were added. Ceramics imported from southern Gaul, bronze objects and coins were also unearthed at the site. By the 2nd century ACE, the area was no longer on the frontier of the Roman Empire, and the site grew to become a port on the Danube River. So here's the small officers. I think this is a small officers barracks. This might actually be the stable, and this over here might be the officers barracks. Small room for the officers. But it is really amazing, because I'm pretty sure they might be meter sticks. I'm not quite sure. If those are meter sticks, this is quite a substantial size. So this would probably be the stables, and this outline here would probably be the officers' quarters. But yeah, that was awesome. And I like how it transitioned from a military site to just a port along the river, because it was no longer part of the Roman frontier. Next, we have marble head discovered in Egypt at Toposiris Magna. Egypt Today reports that a larger than life-size head of a marble statue depicting elderly man was discovered at Toposiris Magna, an ancient city on Egypt's northern coast. The sculpture has realistic features including bald head, wrinkled face, and signs of illness. When it was intact, the colossal statue likely stood in a public building, according to Muhammad Ismail Khalid of the Supreme Council of Antiquities, since it may have represented a prominent public figure from the Ptolemaic period. The carving was found in a ruin of a house dated to the 7th century ACE. However, Jacome Le Baume of the University of Lyon and the French Institute of Oriental Archaeology in Cairo said that he and his team are working to identify possible Ptolemaic officials and figures out how the sculpture ended up in a private residence. Some 700 years later. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, as you can see, head's bald, slightly raised veins. I'm not quite sure what they mean by disease, but it could be anything really. I'm no medical expert, so I couldn't tell by this face what part of it was created due to medical issues. But you don't see too many heads with veins on them, so that's an interesting one. Too many statue heads with veins on them. Next we have luxurious private bathhouse unearthed in Pompeii. The Associated Press reports that the luxurious bathhouse, large enough to accommodate 30 people, has been unearthed in Pompeii, a Roman city destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 ACE. Gabriel Zuchtrigal, director of Pompeii Archaeology Park, said that the statue may be the largest thermal complex in a private house in the Rigo 9 area of central Pompeii. Members of the city's ruling class likely used the bathhouse before dining in the neighboring banquet hall. Banquets were used to create consensus, promote an election campaign, and close deals. A private bath also served as an opportunity to showcase the owner's wealth. A large stone basin in the bathhouse was equipped with curved stone steps or seats, while the walls of the room were painted red and black and yellow. The remains of women's jewelry women carrying jewelry and coins, and a young man were also recovered in the residence. So there's the steps or seat. So yeah, that is pretty cool. And look at the color of the paint. It's amazing how well preserved Pompeii is. I would love to go visit there. But next we have Denmark's sunstones may have been sacrificed after a volcano eruption. According to a statement released by the University of Copenhagen, analysis of ice cores from the Greenland ice sheet has shown that a volcanic eruption occurred in 2900 BCE. The eruption likely triggered cold weather, a lack of sunshine, and low crop yields for Neolithic farmers in northern Europe. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen, the Museum of Bornholm, and Denmark's National Museum used this information about the change of the climate to review the so-called sunstones unearthed at a Neolithic site in Vassagard on Denmark's island of Bornholm. These stones are flat pieces of shale engraved with plant and field patterns and sun motifs, explains Rune Inversen of the University of Copenhagen. Sorry, I am still having trouble speaking. I don't know why. But as you can see, the sunstones are these awesome looking shale slabs with depictions of plants. These look like wheats and flowers. And these ones, if I don't even know if you can see them behind my head here, but these ones are patterns for fields, laying out fields. So I'm guessing the central circle is probably the village, and then fields go outwards in rows. But yeah, those are pretty cool. The sunstones were found in a ditch at Vassagard West, along with animal bones, broken pottery, flint objects, forming part of a causewayed enclosure. The Neolithic people of Bornholm wanted to protect themselves from further deterioration of the climate by sacrificing the sunstones, or perhaps they wanted to show their gratitude to the sun, that the sun had returned. So we're not quite sure why these were buried where they were. Could be a sacrifice to try to help the massive clouding over of the area due to the volcano. There were also shifts in the use of sacrificial ditches. So that's where these were buried, the sacrificial ditches along the sides of the roadways. The construction of rows of palisades and cult houses some 5,000 years ago. So when these were sacrificed, there's also some palisades and circular cult houses built. So that whole thing seems to be very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen them sacrifice stones with field flower and plant motifs on them before, but it would be a good way to, I'm assuming, get their gods like help with the eruption and the fallout from that. Then we have Middle Bronze Age cuneiform tablets unearthed in northern Iraq. According to a statement released from the University of Central Florida, excavations at the Mesopotamian site of Kurd Quabrestan in northern Iraq have uncovered cuneiform tablets, a game board, and traces of large structures dated to 1800 BCE. Tiffany Early Spadoni of the University of Central Florida said that these are the first cuneiform tablets from the period recovered in the region. They seem to tell stories, and it helps point that some areas of southern Iraq had better literacy rates than others during the Mesopotamian era. So this is the site. I'm guessing these are all in situ, which is why the soil around them is raised. But this is a close-up of, I think that's this area over here. So there's one of the cuneiform tablets. So yeah, they're not large, but they're not exactly small. And the cuneiform writing system was, I think they said it was created in Mesopotamia. I don't see it here in this article. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Next, we have another hoard of Roman gold discovered in Luxembourg. Live Science reports that archaeologists excavating a site of a small Roman fort in northern Luxembourg uncovered 1,700-year-old hoard of 141 gold coins, or solidi, minted between 364 and 408 ACE. The coins featured portrait of 8 Roman emperors. 3 of the coins show Eugenius, who was appointed by a military officer after the mysterious death of Valentinian II, and reigned in the Western Roman Empire for 2 years until his death at the Battle of Phrygius, 394. 394 ACE. But yeah, these are incredible. As you can see, each emperor has a slightly different minting on their faces here. A couple of them look pretty close, but then the rest look all different. So more gold. It's pretty cool to find. Next is Tomb of Pharaoh's physicians explored at Saraka. The 4,100-year-old tomb of a pharaoh's doctor named Tetin Befo has been discovered in Sarakar, according to Live Science reports. This gentleman may have served Pepe II, who reigned from 2246 to 2152 BCE, and perhaps 1 or 2 additional pharaohs who ruled after him. Wall paintings and inscriptions on the tomb show a variety of containers and state that the doctor held the title of Conjurer of the goddess Serket, who was associated with protection from scorpion stings. What else is here? The tomb's inscription also states that he was director of medical plants and chief dentist, which are titles that have rarely been found in Egypt. Unknown looters removed any artifacts and human remains from the chamber beforehand. So here's the chamber. As you can see, it was at the bottom of a burial shaft. It's still very nicely decorated. The sarcophagus would have been here along with any grave goods that were buried, but clearly there was none. I'm guessing the tomb, after it was looted, was left open, because a lot of this outside part is faded. So this part was never buried back in. This area here was never covered back in. Actually, a lot of it, even the inside, a lot of it looks fairly faded. So maybe the whole slab on the front was removed too. But it is still pretty cool. And like I said, there were 2 titles that they hadn't seen in too many places in Egypt before, the Chief Dentist being one of them, which is really cool. I'm surprised they had chief dentists in Egypt. Next, we have Byzantine monastery discovered in Israel. Newsweek reports that the site of a 1,500-year-old Christian monastery has been uncovered in southern Israel by researchers from the Israeli Antiquities Authority, who were investigating the site ahead of a construction project. The religious complex was situated in a settlement occupied between the 1st century BCE and the 4th century ACE. The early settlement is a site on a central road junction, connecting the mountain region to the coastal plain, says researchers. The monastery's mosaic floor features images of crosses, lions, doves, and amphora, flowers, and geometric patterns. A Greek inscription in the center of the floor quotes the biblical book of the Deuteronomy. Blessed are you when you come in, and blessed are you when you go. Conservator Mark Avrahami said that the unique mosaic will be transferred to a workshop for preservation and put on display in the Kiryat Gat. So yeah, here's the... this looks like walls here, maybe here too. I'm not quite sure. It's hard to tell. It doesn't look like they have the whole picture zoomed out, but this is a close-up of the mosaic. As you can see, we have the cross. Have numbers 1, 10, and here's the Greek inscription from Deuteronomy. The blessed are you when you come in, and blessed are you when you go out. So that's amazing. That is so cool. But yeah, that is January 2025's archaeology review. If you enjoyed this, drop a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe because it's free. It helps out the channel. And I will catch you all next month for another review. Bye-bye! Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed Dusty's archaeology review. Don't forget to give him a like, subscribe, leave a comment down below if there's anything we can do to change his archaeology reviews. Sadly, our webcam here is still not the greatest for facial tracking, so he's having a tough time getting the Live 2D model to run properly. But as I said, we have 16 videos out, including this one. Mostly he's been using his PNG tuber model. We're working on trying to get a new one. New year, may as well try to get something new for Dusty this year. I think I'm gonna put a new webcam on our throne list. Not expecting much to come to the throne list. I mean, it's nice to have in case people want to send something, but I'm not really that concerned about it. So that the videos with the stories. But yeah, I think we'll just keep plodding along the way we have been. I mean, we're not having the greatest success. I don't know what it was. We took the 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 week little vacation there around Christmas, and ever since then, none of our videos have been doing well. I don't know what happened with the algorithm, but for some reason, every time I upload a video now for us, we're lucky to get 1-2 views. Like even the Fright Night Fridays, which were doing very well before Christmas, getting minimum of 130 views, are now doing, I think the last one was 33 views. So it's down quite a bit. I'm not sure why. Hopefully we didn't get dinged by YouTube for something. I'm pretty sure I would have had an email sent to me. Like, I keep using what's supposed to be copyright-free music in the backgrounds of the archaeology reviews. Like, you'll probably hear in this one. It's supposed to be copyright-free. But then I keep getting... they keep sending a copyright notice, but then it says the person who made it allows it to be used on YouTube. So I'm not quite sure why they bother sending the notice if it's allowed to be used on YouTube. Like, I get it. The artists should be paid for their work. Unfortunately, we are a little too broke to be doing that right now. And the copyright-free music doesn't seem to actually be copyright-free. I mean, there's stuff that's almost 100 years old that's copyright-free now and is in public domain. So I could use that, I suppose. And I mean, it's going to be older stuff. I think, what did they say, 99 or 90 years old? And it's public domain? I think 99. But yeah, we're going to have to work on that some. There is a weird glare from my lights on my screen. I don't know if that's actually going to show up in the video, but that's interesting. Haven't seen that before. But yeah, that's been January. Hopefully we can sort whatever's going on with the algorithm, and our videos will get back to where they were. I mean, most of them were low anyway. I mean, we only have 147 subscribers, so we're not getting that much that many return views. It's mostly people coming in for the first time, giving a first impression. But I mean, it still helps. Every little bit helps. So that'll be the end of this month's vlog. If you enjoyed these videos, drop a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe because it's free. Helps out the channel. And I will catch you all at the end of next month. Bye-bye.